In the bygone era of dial-up tones and the gentle clatter of AOL Instant Messenger, the internet felt like a secret garden blooming just for those brave enough to explore it. It was August 2002 when I first wandered into one of those hidden corners, a random teen chat room, pulsing with usernames and possibility. I was 15, all awkward limbs and blooming questions, with a heart full of daydreams and a growing suspicion that the kind of love I longed for wasn't what the world expected of me. And then there was Rachel. She was 16, from somewhere in the pine-covered edges of western New York, and had a screen name I couldn't stop checking for online status. Her words were sunlight through fog, thoughtful, a little mischievous, and threaded with a kind of openness that made me feel seen. I told her things I hadn't even told my best friend. She told me she liked the way I described the world. We traded secrets like love notes folded in the margins of textbooks. She told me about her hikes, about the way the sky looked over the lake behind her house. I told her I wanted to be a lawyer someday. She said she wanted to be a PA, so she could make people feel safe. Somewhere between late-night typing sessions and lazy Sunday calls on our clunky cordless phones, I realized I didn't just like Rachel. I wanted her. Her voice in my ear became a place I returned to again and again, seeking comfort, clarity, and a future that scared me in its brightness. As summer faded into fall, we knew we had to meet. I told my best friend the truth, everything, and she covered for me, even though we were both terrified I'd get caught. But I didn't care. I needed to know if what we had was real beyond the glow of a computer screen. When I stepped off the train in Rachel's town, the wind smelled like cold apples and burning wood. She stood there with a bouquet of wildflowers, her short hair tousled by the breeze, her smile soft and sure. I ran to her like I'd done it in 1,000 dreams. And when we hugged, something inside me clicked into place, like, yes, this is who I am. We spent 2 days wrapped in each other's presence, walking through sleepy neighborhoods, sharing ice cream, brushing fingertips that lingered longer than friendship allowed. We kissed behind the library, under the awning of her favorite cafe, on the grass behind her school while the stars blinked awake above us. Every moment with her felt like a secret I never wanted to give back. That second night, we lay side by side on a quilt beneath the cosmos. She reached over, tucked a strand of hair behind my ear, and whispered, "I love you." And just like that, I was no longer a girl on a screen, wondering if love like this was possible. I was in it, glowing from the inside out. But life, relentless and real, waited at the edge of those 2 perfect days. When we said goodbye at the station, I could barely breathe. We promised each other everything, to fight for this, to defy the distance. For a while, we did. We stayed up late whispering over the phone, our letters growing longer, our dreams wilder. I thought love like this could conquer time zones. But slowly, the calls became shorter. Her laugh dimmed. One day, she told me there was someone else, a girl at her summer camp, someone who could touch her hand without the ache of distance. And though she said she still loved me, I heard the quiet ending in her voice. I didn't cry right away. I stared at the ceiling of my room, feeling like I'd been gutted. Our love had been my awakening, and now, it was slipping away like the last minutes of summer. The weeks that followed were a haze of grief. I threw myself into my camp job, into debates, into books, but no distraction could fully hush the echo of her name. Rachel had been my first. Not just my first love, but the first girl who made me feel like I wasn't broken, or wrong, or pretending. I didn't even have the words for it then. Gay still felt foreign in my mouth, but Rachel had been my compass. Years passed. I went to law school. I built a life. I fell in love again, slowly, carefully, with someone who understood the tender, complicated terrain of my heart. She held space for the girl I used to be, the girl who had loved Rachel under starlight and AOL pings. Now, sometimes, when I walk the bright white corridors of the hospital for a case or advocacy meeting, I wonder if Rachel's out there somewhere, in scrubs and sneakers, still picking wildflowers for someone new. I hope she is. Because what we had was brief, but it was real. A love story that bloomed in pixels and courage, and faded in the way most first loves do, not with anger, but with ache. We were 2 girls who found each other in the strange magic of the early internet, when everything felt possible. And even now, with the world so much louder, the memory of that quiet, radiant summer remains, a truth I carry with pride. A time when I learned that my love, my desire, my story, was worthy of being written.